Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 42 show, the very show that Anheuser-Busch called absolutely worthy of a six-pack.
It's worthy of something. Ooh, maybe a 12-pack. A barrel.
A 42-pack. Yeah.
Whole truck.
And we're going to start off tonight by spinning the wheel of doom.
Doom, 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 doom,
Oh,
doom.
and it doesn't spin. Where's the graphic? What
It's
the?
broken.
Way to go,
Wrong side.
Streamlabs. Okay, we'll just throw Dunk under the bus. You can go.
Hooray! Yeah, so, oh, there be gold in them there poles. Yeah, because Mount Erebus, nestled among the glaciers of Antarctica, stands out as the southernmost active volcano on Earth. But what makes it so special? It's spewing out $6,000 worth of gold every day.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, get me a bucket. Antarctica boasts a total of 138 volcanoes, with around 9 of them classified as active, as revealed by a 2017 study. Mount Erebus, with a summit elevation of 12,444 feet, holds the distinction of being the most prominent among them. Not you, anybody you care about this. You want to know about the gold. We're not getting to the gold yet. Situated on Ross Island, the volcano's discovery in 1841 during Captain James Clark Ross's expedition, you know, the famous one, you heard of him. The name HMS Erebus commemorates the one of Ross's ships. You know, it's Ross Island, it's named after him. The name of the mountain's after, you know, the ship. They're probably just like naming after everything after, you know, that rock, we're going to call it Colin, the captain, boy, you know, whatever. Just whatever's next. Yeah. But anyway, today's scientific research continues to monitor the presence of extreme life forms. But what about the gold? I hear you say. Well, we'll get into that. Mount Erebus surprises scientists with its emissions of gas and steam, occasionally launching volcanic bombs, chunks of partially molten rock, into the air. However, even more astonishing are the bursts of gas that release tiny crystals of metallic gold. Oh, that's not fair. I don't want tiny crystals. I want huge lumps.
I mean, everybody from the Emirates is going to be there to get themselves a new toilet seat any moment.
Just clicked in the gas. But researchers estimate that Mount Erebus expels around 80 grams of gold daily, an astonishing value of around $6,000. And the gold dust has been detected hundreds of miles away from the volcano. With the Antarctic researchers discovering traces of it in the ambient air for up to 621 miles of Mount Erebus. Yeah, you think if it's been doing this for all these years, like, you know, the Arctic would just be like very, very lightly
gold-plated?
Gold-plated, yeah.
It would be like a sheik's bathroom, man.
Be great. Oh, yeah. So not as excited as you know. Don't go down there with your all your panning stuff and everything ready to go and get some. Yeah, they got them their gold, but you know, not as exciting after all. But there you go. That's the top story tonight.
Yeah. So there be gold in them there hills. I like how they call it an island, and yet it's just a chunk of ice. So they mean like the landmass underneath. There's actually an island there.
Yeah. Don't forget Antarctic's a continent. It's not like a floating ice ring. Like
yeah. I was just wondering, you know, is it an ice island? Like, you know, and just, yeah. So let's see here. Tesla. Yeah, everything's going well over there right now. So Tesla's laying off everybody working on superchargers and new vehicles. So if you remember, we reported very recently that Tesla stock watchers and stockholders were very concerned that Tesla's answer to their financial problems wasn't the rumored Model 2, which was going to be cheaper, but it's robo-taxis, something they have a problem with legally in lots of areas due to their self-driving and whatnot. So one of the other things that Tesla has in their back pocket that is considered like something that they have above and beyond everyone else is the supercharger network. So good thing they just laid off everybody working on them. Yeah. So, Elon Musk, the company's erratic CEO, emailed workers with news that he's dismissed a key pair of executives, one responsible for the supercharger network and the other the head of new vehicle development. And then customers not turned off by Musk's antics and losing interest with a product lineup of 2 ancient cars, the S and Y, and 2 old ones, the 3 and the S and the X are the really old ones, 3 and Y, whatever. And everybody wanted a new one, and it's not coming. So they didn't just lay off the head of the supercharger network, but they dumped the entire staff. Gone. Right? And
that's interesting, because I saw a video the other day about sort of like electric vehicles, and some guy was complaining that, you know, his electric car is already out of date because he goes to a charging station and it doesn't have the right, you know, sockets to fit it.
You got to have adapters now. And
and he was saying that in America they're going to be standardizing to the Tesla system. Which is kind of ironic because they just laid off the staff.
The Tesla system has one. Everybody's switching to it in America. I think North America, but I'm not 100% on that one. And they've just fired everybody off. So stockholders that were hoping for the Model 2 and people that are, you know, oh, but we have the supercharger network, we're kicking ass and whatnot, this is the one you want to be on, now are in even more deflated mode right now as it pertains to Tesla. Does anybody see a parallel here between Tesla and Twitter X? You know, oh no, things aren't working right. Well, just fire everybody and we'll figure it out somehow. It just seems to be his answer to everything right now. Is this because he's got like crusty undies because Grimes left him? Maybe he just, you know, always gets up on the wrong side of the bed because it's empty.
Talking of beds, is he going to get all his workers to like sleep in like unfinished Tesla models?
You remember that? Yeah, everybody gets a cot in a closet.
What a strange man.
Yeah,
he
I think
some Oompa-Loompas.
He should move to China and open up another Foxconn factory if he wants to act like that, right? You know?
Actually, he's in China at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, it could be. You know, kissing ass or something. The Chinese are going hard on him over this autopilot stuff as well. So, and that's a big market for him. It's not good.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So who else has been traveling a lot lately?
Yeah, well, yes, that's right. In the United States, a family was reunited with their pet cat, Galileo. After she was exactly. After she was inadvertently mailed hundreds of miles to California as part of an Amazon return.
She just climbed in a box and
Galileo went missing from her home in Utah earlier in the month, prompting a widespread search effort. However, nearly a week later, an Amazon worker discovered her inside one of the family's packages, having stowed away undetected. Despite going without food and water for several days, Galliana was found to be in good health. Carrie Clark, Galliana's owner, explained that the cat's fondness for boxes likely led to her unexpected journey. The Amazon worker rescued Galilea from a large box, which also contained a pair of, steel-toe cap work boots, and took it to the vet. There, the microchip was scanned, revealing the location of the cat's owners. And the vet then contacted them to explain the situation. Miss Clark described the news of Galliana's discovery as one of the most amazing, insane news in the entire world. That's why it's on this show. Initially skeptical, she and her husband flew over 1,000 miles to California to retrieve their beloved pet. The reunion was described as an amazing, with Galliana immediately calming down in Miss Clark's arms. Why didn't Amazon just post it back?
The cat's lucky she didn't end up on YouTube on one of those videos. I bought a pallet of Amazon returns. Let's see what I got. Holy shit, I got a cat.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, dope. Right? That's what I thought of the whole time when I saw the headline for this. I was like, can you imagine some guy, Oh, it's a...
Got 100 Apple broken laptops. Yeah, let's do. Oh, wow! Meow.
Poor kitty, just sitting in its own bathroom for a couple of days, waiting to be rescued. Oh, that's awful. So, Last time we were all talking, we were making fun of Amazon Fire Stick for being a product that you would buy. And then after you own it for a bit, they stuff the home screen full of ads on you. And well, you've already bought it and reviewed it as a good product. So, right, it's pretty sneaky. A few people in the live chat were like, oh, I got a Roku. I love it. It's fine. It's great. Yeah, well, get ready for it to suck because they just announced they're doing the same damn thing. Oh, yeah. So Anthony Wood, the CEO at Roku, discussed plans just recently to introduce video ads to the Roku OS home screen. The news highlights Roku's growing focus on advertising and an alarming trend in the streaming industry that sees ads increasingly forced on viewers, right? And these aren't ads based on you not paying for a service and getting it free. This is just the damn home screen of your device. Right. Wow. So the Wood is also the company's founder and chairman, boasted about the Roku OS home screen showing users ads before they select an app, avoiding the, like getting them in while they can to make sure that they get their cut of your dollars as well. Not that they sold you the device for a profit. And it's going to be even more ad-laden in the future. On the home screen today, there's the primer video app we call the marquee ad. And that is traditionally an ad that's been static. We're going to add video, and that'll be the first video ad that adds to the home screen. But there's more to come. And of course, he said nothing about how users will respond to this. This was all to shareholders and stuff, people that just want more money.
Yeah, it's all the users.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard the people that actually who buy the advertising space aren't actually getting enough return on them buying advertising. So what they're going to start doing is running advertising in their adverts to raise money.
Yeah, and it'll be focused on the ads that they have coming up. So it's an ad for an ad within an ad.
Yeah. Oh no, it'd be for better products.
Yeah. But during the earnings call, the CEO Wood said the company is testing out other types of video ad units as well and is looking for more ways to bring advertising revenue to the Roku ecosystem. So, in other words, Roku are so greedy, they've just completely ruined it. Get ready to hate your device really soon.
I hate you already, and I don't have one.
Yeah. Shout out time. Demetria Ziganova has sent in a $10 direct donations. Greeting from Kaunas, Lithuania. Guys, please try Lithuanian beer. I was in the States. I know you have it there for a while, 15 years. Yous in Canada have the same stuff. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. Yeah, I'll search some out and I'll bring it onto the show and hopefully I won't dislike it.
You do it as an ad.
Yeah, we'll see who sponsors us, and then we'll have that beer on. But hey, thanks, Demetrius, for sure. Very cool.
Well, I mean, could your next sponsor be the Catholic Church? I very much doubt it. Lawrence Kozak, a former pastor at St. Thomas More Parish in Pottstown in Pennsylvania, is facing criminal charges after allegedly stealing thousands of dollars of church funds and using them for transactions on the App Store, according to a criminal complaint and affidavit of probable cause. Kozak spent over $214,000 on his Apple ID, with nearly $44,000 of that charged to a credit card associated with the parish. Wow. The transactions were primarily for gaming purposes, including virtual slot machines, Mario Kart, Candy Crush, and Pokemon Go. Ah, dear. The affidavit, authored by Pennsylvania State Police detectives, details over 2,000 transactions and marked as 2,000 transactions for $214,000. My God, what was he buying? As much as
I'm telling you, it has something to do with naked girls. There's just no way around it.
What did they have? Naked girls on Pokemon Go? Between September 2019 and June 2022. Over that period, yeah, go on.
If there is naked girls in Pokemon Go, it would make me understand why everybody was so into it for a while. No, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's using all these slot machine apps, but apparently, they mentioned that these slot machine apps don't award real world money for wins, but they do allow users to spend real money to play. What is the point in that? What's the point?
What that's
What is stupid?
why? Why would
I don't know?
Why? Yeah. So you're going to spend real money to gamble to get like virtual jujubes or gummy bears or like what?
Yeah. I know.
Doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all. But additionally, Kozak's Amazon account showed that the parish card was used for purchases such as gifts for his goddaughter, including an Amazon Fire tablet and a chemistry set. Did he buy a lab?
The fire tablet was so she could look up how to make a bomb with the chemistry set. Is that what's going on there?
He also made payments over $10,000 towards the parish credit card balance from an account not associated with the church. Kozak is charged with theft by unlawful taking and failing to make required disposition of funds.
Wow. So in other words, he's a crook.
Yeah.
But
Crooked.
like he could have bought a Ferrari. Instead, he played fruit machines. Are you kidding me?
They should have asked God for forgiveness.
Yeah, one cherry at a time on a spinning wheel.
Dear God. What a fool. What an absolute fool.
Wow, man. You know, we always say in the title something about like stupid people and whatnot, but are we proving it?
I mean, it's bad enough that he stole the money and all that sort of stuff, but racking up that kind of money on, just on the App Store, just out of frivolous nature. Just think what, non-thefty type people are doing as well. They must be wasting really, really good money.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I don't gamble. I just can't see the point of that. You want more money? Earn it. It's just,
or steal it and keep it. Don't gamble it away.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Don't go and like rip somebody off and then go to the casino with it. Right. At least, get some heroin or something, you junk fuck. So a little more news on electric cars and modern vehicles and whatnot here. BlueCruise is Ford's driver assist, and it's now under federal scrutiny following a couple of deaths. So the NHTSA, that's the highway transport and, all that good stuff in America, has opened up a thing. Let's see here. Where is it? And no, it's not a system from Tesla, but Ford, right? Because, in these day and age, So Ford introduced BlueCruise in 2021, like the similar General Motors Super Cruise. But unlike Tesla's autopilot, BlueCruise has been designed with a more tightly controlled operational design. So it's only allowed to be engaged on restricted access, divided lane highways that have been LiDAR mapped in advance. Whereas the Tesla system will just, take off and do its thing anywhere you want. And like Super Cruise, which is General Motors' trademarked name for what everybody just calls, self-drive, they should just, stop it with the names. But Tesla's system is gauged as the most dangerous one because you can take your gaze away. So BlueCruise, a person can take their hands off the wheel. This is Ford's BlueCruise. Keep all the names right. But they're still expected to be paying attention, and there's cameras watching you, and I'm sure not selling your information for marketing purposes at all. But, to make sure that you're paying attention. They call that level 2 assist. Level 3 assists can allow a driver to stop paying attention, but like Mercedes is one, it only works up to 40 mile an hour, which is still more than dangerous at a speed to do things. But, anyway, so Ford's BlueCruise, Tesla's autopilot, and somebody else, all in the last 6 months, have had major cases brought before the courts or are being before the regulators and the courts and stuff. At this point, wouldn't it be safe to say that maybe they should all just be mandated to death for a few years until they all stop racing to be first and actually get the technology right. We're ahead of the game here. We don't need, like, I don't know about you guys in other countries, but in Canada, our driving standards are dropping like every 5 years. People are less aware. You got many people who like think pedestrians are just things you're supposed to bounce off of as you try to get to the liquor store. People don't indicate before they put their brakes on to make a turn, but that you're supposed to let me know what you're going to do so I could go around you and stuff. Like the driving standard is terrible. And now we have vehicles that are trying to make it worse because half the time people don't even have to pay attention.
No. I would love it that, if they have got these cameras in these cars, that in those last moments when the airbag's just going off, it takes a final video of your face, and then uploads it to their social media.
Yeah,
So
there should be a lower camera too to see if you're buffering or not.
Or see if you're pissing in your pants.
Yeah, well, you probably are as that thing comes at you, right? The airbag, right? But yeah, I mean, I think we've just let this all go too far. These systems are not as good as they keep being sold to us, and there's continuous problems. I mean, if drivers have continuous problems, they lose their license and stuff. So if the cars have continuous problems, shouldn't they be told to disable the feature until they fix it? Like, makes sense to me.
This is certainly not the sort of thing you want to have, like software updates and patches into your system. Yeah. You can have it. It's not quite finished yet, but we'll send you the patches when they're ready.
Yeah. You don't put beta software in automobiles. Come on. Okay, so what is that?
Oh, that is Europe's first futuristic Hyperloop, or should I say, it looks like an AI image to me, but it's one step closer to completion as engineers believe it can achieve its first high-speed run this summer. The European Hyperloop Centre, based in Groningen in Netherlands, announced the completion of its 1,377-foot long Hyperloop test infrastructure earlier this year. That's a staggering quarter of a mile.
That's also a small tube.
It's a pipe.
I mean, King Kong could wear that as a condom. It's not a,
It's like you fire a dart down it. Yeah,
and they're gonna bury it after and use it for a sewer.
Yeah, this is another one of those great news articles which is just full of hope. It's, as they say, it is hoped that the space age loop will be able to transport commuters between cities in just minutes and eventually reach speeds of 745 miles per hour. They're just going to put them in a little, an Amazon box, just fire them down the tube, aren't they?
Yeah. It'll be like those tubes from offices. You put the message in the little thing, whoop, and it goes, air.
Yeah, like Futurama. But this would also see passengers zipped from Amsterdam to Barcelona in just a couple of hours, while Paris to Berlin could take half that time. And the experience of traveling inside the Hyperloop will be a cross between traveling on a train and a plane. There's a capacity for a high number of passengers, yet you won't feel the electric speeds at which you are moving. That's because the thing will never get built.
But you don't feel speed. You feel acceleration and deceleration and cornering and stuff. So that's just like saying, you won't notice it because physics.
Yeah, well, I don't know how fast you're going to accelerate to 744 miles per hour. I think you'd notice that.
Stewardess, can you get my face off the back window, please?
Can I have my breakfast back, please? I think it's back there somewhere. But despite Europe's first full-scale test track having only just opened this year, experts estimate Hyperloop will be a reality by 2030. As if.
And it'll be
dreamland.
It'll be 20 years too late and like 70 700% over budget, right?
Yeah, yeah, and that would just be for the first, quarter of a mile.
Yeah, yeah. Full size test track. Yeah,
we can get you for half a mile down the road for in a couple of seconds, but
yeah,
you'll be a bag of vegetables by the time you reach the other end. But
they should have just built one like around a football pitch. There you go, a Hyperloop.
Well, that's the thing. They say it's a Hyperloop. It's not. It's not a loop at all, is it? It's just a.
Yeah. And why is it hyper?
Yeah.
Why isn't it like excited or maybe ADHD, but in therapy or something like,
I think it's a little bit overexcited at the minute with our expectations of it. Oh dear.
So good luck with that. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Now, here's another one of those tech tales that really sucks. Oops, wrong button. But Ring doorbells. So things aren't exactly good for Ring either. The Federal Trade Commission is sending out more than $5.6 million in refunds to customers as part of a settlement with Amazon-owned Ring, which was charged with failing to protect private video footage from outside access. Oh my God, right? So in a 2023 complaint, the FTC accused the doorbell camera and home security provider of allowing its employees and contractors to access custom private videos. We did talk about this where there was stories of like inner employees just watching videos and laughing about them and stuff. Ring allegedly used such footage to train algorithms without consent, among other purposes. Ring was also charged with failing to implement key security protections, which enabled hackers to take control of customers' accounts, cameras, and videos. This led to abhorrent violations of user privacy, the FTC noted. The resulting settlement, which probably made everybody about $30 and lawyers millions, required Ring to delete content that was found to be unlawfully obtained, establish stronger security protections, any bullet points to explain what those are, that would have helped, and pay a hefty fine that benefits almost nobody, but it's not a hefty fine because it's $5.6 million in refunds, and Amazon owns Ring. Amazon counts their profit in billions. $5.6 million is just, that means we don't have to bother fixing the software and we'll just pay the fine every 5 years.
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
joke, right?
Yeah.
And so FTC says it's doing a refund. There's 117,000 PayPal payments to send out to customers of certain types of devices, including indoor cameras and doorbells and stuff. There's a thing here. Eligible customers will need to redeem these payments within 30 days. Oh, my God, right? According to the FTC, which added consumers can contact the case administrator for the refund, Ring Consulting, or visit the FTC's fact page on refunds. So
it makes it very, very difficult to actually get your refund.
Seriously, it should just show up in your account, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
If you have an Amazon device, you obviously have an Amazon account. This is so dumb. It's so ridiculous. But if you are a Ring user and you have been for a few years, check into this because they just might owe you some money. It won't be anything worth the violation of your privacy that occurred, but that's what you get.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can see at this point the FTC are going to say to Amazon, "Now, don't let us catch you doing it again." They're saying, "No, you won't."
Exactly.
We won't let you catch us doing it again. No worries. Yeah.
We're sorry. You know, it's just
we're going to do it again. We're just not going to let you catch us.
Yeah, exactly. But with fines like that, I'm not sure they even care, to be honest.
No.
Why
should they?
Yeah. So what's with the model?
Yes, we're back to pissing your pants again because a pair of denim jeans by Jordan Luca were showcased at the designer's fall-winter catwalk collection with a huge dark stain around the crotch area. The denim has been ridiculed for looking like a pee stain. But despite this, the Italian-British menswear item has already sold out online for around $500 each.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah, I know. They just look like I wouldn't pay $5 for them. The staggeringly expensive jeans were blasted by some Instagram people. As one wrote, "You ain't cool unless you pee in your pants." Jordan Luca was founded in 2018 by Jordan Bowen and Luca Marchetto, and are known for their unorthodox designs, including jeans with horizontal zippers on the crotch, or shirts with sleeve and head openings at either end.
It's so a horizontal zipper. So dude wants to like what? Piss through a mouth because of the zippers and the teeth and all that? I
have no idea. What's the point? But apparently the company's sales increased by 15% between 2022 and 23, making it more than $500,000, according to a report by Vogue Business early this year. That doesn't actually sound like a lot to be boasting about, but
yeah.
Stavros Karellis, the founder and buying director of Machine A, told Vogue, "It's a statement. Elongated bell-bottom trousers, as well as strong tailoring propositions, has placed on it the top of the customer demand." Adding, "I believe that the brand is going to be extremely popular in the coming seasons, establishing it as one of the key fashion players on an international level."
Is this a fucking
bullshit?
Was that a stock market announcement or fashion?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, all those flipping experts. Oh, these people are so amazing. They're the greatest.
High fashion and high art are for people with too much cash and nothing to do with it, because that makes no sense.
Yeah, just do what everybody else does. Go down to Walmart and buy your jeans.
Yeah.
$15 for 2 pairs.
I remember during the 80s, there was a company selling jeans that were pre-shot with a shotgun a couple of times to give it like a bit of a holy ripped look, and they were really expensive, and everybody loved them. Yeah, just go to a thrift store, you moron.
Yeah. Yeah, I had loads of jeans like that, but I had to throw them out. That's
yeah. I don't get the world, man. I really don't sometimes. No. So, yeah. So, the FTC is stepping up and they're sticking it to more people. Yeah. So this time it is Sprint, T-Mobile, and AT&T. And so it's selling customers' location information without consent and without taking reasonable measures to protect the information against unauthorized disclosure. So Sprint and T-Mobile, which have merged, they got fined $12 million, big deal, and $80 million. Okay, so they got fined $12 million and $80 million. So Sprint or T-Mobile must be smaller, less people. But anyway, $80 million together. And AT&T got fined a little more than $57 million, and Verizon $47 million. But these companies rack in their profits so much higher than that will they care? How much money did they make selling our information in bad ways? I mean, they probably paid for this and still has profit, right? And so it's
pretty insured anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Security insurance or something, right? So they did make statements that were kind of like, "Oh, we're sorry, and blah blah." But what actually happened was they were so blasé about this that they were selling the information to a third-party service that then turns around and sells that information for you. And they weren't putting in any kind of restrictions, but the third-party company now would have to be looked into. And so it's such a web of nastiness. Just stop selling our information, you asshats.
Well, they probably, paid off their fines by the sales of them selling off the information.
Yes, they probably have more profit than they have fines from the action. It makes no sense. What's the point of going through all this investigation, paying all these salaries and stuff to only not affect the company in a negative way for doing something negative? For God's sakes, Well,
it gives the FTC something to do, I suppose.
Yeah. So this happened again?
Wow. Yes, this is Willy Wonka version 2.0. Because, we've talked about this, the controversial Willy Wonka inspired event that stirred controversy in Glasgow has now spawned a similar endeavor in Los Angeles, drawing curious fans despite its underwhelming reputation. Originally priced at $35 per ticket, the original Willy Wonka's chocolate experience in Scotland received widespread attention and criticism for its sparse decorations and lack of entertainment. The Los Angeles version attempted to replicate the lackluster atmosphere of the Scottish counterpart, featuring a similarly unimpressive warehouse venue adorned with minimal props and a modest bouncy castle. Attendees were promised an immersion into the world of Willy Wonka, complete with AI-generated artwork and a meager offering of 2 jelly beans per visit at $44 each.
One for each nostril? What?
Actress and yoga teacher Kirsty Patterson, who gained viral fame as the forlorn Oompa Loompa at the Glasgow event, was a featured attraction at the Los Angeles edition. Additionally, a local actor portrayed the unknown, the famous character that they made up for this for the Glasgow show for startling children. And and emerging from behind a mirror, it's going, ooh, it's the unknown.
What?
Ooh, yeah. But unlike its predecessor, the Los Angeles event was not suitable for children, as the golden ticket holders were offered THC-infused cotton candy and Oompa Loompa-themed cocktails.
Oh,
the entertainment included more explicit stage performances, and despite the controversy surrounding the original event, organizers stated their intention was to donate proceeds to the Los Angeles from the Los Angeles experience to the U.S. charity for National Alliance on Mental Illness. So yeah, it's an ironic.
it takes mental illness to come up with this idea.
but don't get it's done ironically. It's done ironically, so it's okay. They know it's shit. Yeah. You're going to it knowing it's going to be shit, to marvel at how shit it is while doped up on THC.
yeah. I mean, come to the Willy Wonka experience. We got drugs, hookers, table dancers. What the hell?
I mean, the thing is, it is called like enter a world of pure imagination, and God, you're going to have to fucking use it.
Quick shout out here before we're done. Demetrius Ziganovas came back in there with another super chat, or a direct donation, actually. Okay, piss jeans. ... I agree. But did you hear Lithuanians have produced potato chips that taste like pussy? Look it up.
Ooh.
I don't think he means cats. I just don't.
Anchovy?
So at least they haven't put those potato chips in a beer product, because I ain't trying that.
Not yet.
And let's see here. We've got this week coming up on Sunday. Annette here, CF Beauty, in the live chat, along with Yana from Project Constantine and Olia as well, have a great show coming up with a doctor from Ukraine with a Ukrainian soldier. So should be a really interesting chat. Make sure you check out our new Sunday show. But we got to say goodbye, and all our thanks in the credits. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Good night.
Boom. And a big shout out to our team.